Good afternoon and welcome to Clerk of Court Live. My name is Mike Moore. I'm the Executive Clerk for Court Operations and Administration for the Honorable Dorothy Brown, Clerk of the Circuit Court of Cook County, and I will be your host tonight. You may view Clerk of Court Live on CAN TV, Channel 21. This is a live call-in show and we welcome questions and comments from our audience. The number is at the bottom of your screen. It is 312-738-1060, so please feel free to call in. Our guest tonight is Miss Renee Banks. Renee Banks is the Associate Clerk for the Criminal Bureau for the Clerk of the Circuit Court. The Criminal Bureau Associate Clerk oversees the Criminal Division, the Criminal Department, the Domestic Violence Court, and the Juvenile Courts. Welcome, Renee.
Well, thank you, Mike.
You oversee a lot of the criminal areas of the Clerk of the Circuit Court, but tonight we're going to focus on the Expungement Summit that Clerk Brown conducts every year. And she's been doing this for a number. How long has Clerk Brown been doing this?
It's been 15 years. Actually, this is the 15th anniversary for the expungement.
Wow, 15 years. And every year we get such, and she does get such commendation for doing this for the community. And I know that the location of the Expungement Summit rotates each year.
Yes.
So this year, where is it going to be held? And why don't you fill us in on some of the details of this year's Expungement Summit?
Sure, Mike. These the second chance, and we call it the Second Chance Expungement Summit. Clerk Brown want to make sure that we say second chance because it's given individual an opportunity to change their circumstances as it stands now. So the Second Chance Expungement Summit will be held on Saturday, June 1st, at Westinghouse College Prep, which is located at 3223 West Franklin Boulevard in Chicago. Now the doors are going to open at 6:30 and it closes at, it opens at 8:30 and it closes at 6 p.m. But as in the past, most people start getting there, lining up at 6 o'clock in the morning so that we can start our prep work with those individuals. And then the earlier they get out there, then they get service as quicker.
Renee, what actually happens on Expungement Summit Day? What happens if I would come there? What am I going to see and do?
So on Expungement Summit Day, every year, the Chief Judge, Judge Evans, has set aside that date as an official court date. So what would occur with a customer walking up, they will first see the Clerk of the Circuit Courts, and then they will provide us. In the past, we have a new process this year, but in the past they would bring their rap sheet. We would then take it and we would look for their criminal history. While they're doing that, there's different activities that's going on. There's a presentation, dignitaries that's there. We have second chance presentations. They will see attorneys. Attorneys will consult with them. Actually sit with them, consult with them about their criminal history, prepare their expungement petition. They will have an opportunity to see the judge. If they can't afford it and they prove that they can't afford it, the judge would then be there to hear the 298 petition, which is a fee waiver.
So it sounds like it's really a full court day.
It's a full service summit.
What I know, obviously the clerk of the court staff will be there. In doing our job, but what other agencies are involved?
So we have several agencies that's involved. One of the partners that we have is Cabrini Green Legal Service. Now, Cabrini Green Legal Service would actually have volunteer attorneys there to work with them. We also have the Office of the Chief Judge, and those are the judges that would be there hearing those petitions. We also have public defenders that would be part of it, as well as the sheriff. They will be on hand, of course, to assist the judges. We also have state appellate defenders for those customers that have out of county. Anything other than Cook County, not out of state, but out of county cases, then we will have the state appellate defender there assisting with preparing petition at that time as well.
And is this Is this just going to be court processes going on, or are there other things going on at the Expungement Summit?
Oh, wow. We have a lot of different services. We have a lot of vendors that's going to be there that's going to offer materials and information to customers on how to maybe even opportunity to get a job. Because we have some agencies, some businesses out there that hire second chance or ex-offenders. And so that information will be provided at the summit as well as getting your drug test can be done right there on premise, because if you have a drug conviction, then of course you have to take a drug test, and that's offered at the Expungement Summit as well.
I'm going to interrupt you just for a second because this is a live call-in show and we have a caller. Caller, you're on the air.
Thank you so much. I was wondering, how much does it cost to get an expungement?
The cost of an expungement. Yes.
So the cost of an expungement is it's $120 plus mailing fees. So there's a $60 fee for the processing of the clerk's office, and then a $60 fee for the Illinois State Police. And that fee also, they pull your record out of their system. So those are the costs that's associated with the expungement.
Okay, very good.
Thank you.
So is it just adult expungements that are going on?
Oh, no. Actually, we have juvenile as well. So we have a full-service juvenile expungement section. That's their service area as well. If you have a juvenile record and you have adult record, that all can be taken care of in the juvenile room.
Now, earlier you mentioned that something might be a little bit different this year. What is different this year from previous expungement summits?
Yeah, let's talk about that. So in the past years, customers can come to the Expungement Summit with their rap sheet. That was always you had to have your rap sheet in order to be serviced. This year, we're going to make sure that our process is efficient and we're able to service as many people as possible. We have now pre-registration, online registration. It's a big change for what we've done in the past.
Well, how is that going to help?
So what it's going to do is you register before you get to the Expungement Summit. It allows some of the processes that we do on site to be done before we get there, which then eliminates the amount of time that a customer would have to stay to get their case processed. So in the back, once you register, those attorneys would start going through your rap sheet and creating your criminal history and then determining if your case can be expunged or sealed. And once that's determined, when you get there, you'll have your package. Your consultation with the attorney won't be as long because we're planning and we're hoping that those attorneys will be able to prepare those petitions before they get to the Expungement Summit.
So this is the new and improved registration process for this year's Expungement Summit.
Yes, absolutely. It's the new and improved.
And what are the steps that somebody would do to do that? You were mentioning things like rap sheets and things like that. So
Yeah.
Can you walk us through what steps we're asking them to do to pre-register, to register?
Yes. The first thing that you need to do is you have to go and get your rap sheet. Now, rap sheets are very important. We can't even start the process unless we have your rap sheet to know exactly what you were arrested for, if you have any convictions on, and if there's any arrest where you were arrested without charge. All of that would be included on your rap sheet. Now, to get your rap sheet,
Right.
you will have to go to 3510 South Michigan Avenue, and that is over at the police district, the police headquarters on 35th and Michigan. Now, their hours are from Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. You will go there and you get fingerprinted. There's a fee that's associated with it, and the fee is $16. Also, you need to take your driver's license or a valid state identification card. Again, a $16 fee. They'll have you fill out the request form for your rap sheet, fingerprint you and give you a time to come back, which is usually a few days, maybe a week, to come back and retrieve your rap sheet. Once you get your rap sheet, then that's when the pre-registration process begins.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have a website that you can go to, and let me just give you the website. It's Cook County Clerk of Court.org/second chance. Again, Cook County Clerk of Court.org/second chance.
Let's do it one more time, because I'm going to write it down this time, so go ahead.
www.cookcountyclerkofcourt.org/second chance. And that's a backward slash.
Okay.
Second chance.
Okay.
Now you go there, you will be asked a series of questions, and then you will be prompted to upload your rap sheet or your criminal history, Illinois State Criminal History Report.
Renee, it looks like we have another caller, so the caller, I cut you off, and I think we cut off the caller, so let's go back to you.
Okay, no problem. So again, a series of questions, and then you will upload your rap sheet. Make sure you upload every page of your rap sheet. Every page of your rap sheet. And then you'll get a confirmation that you uploaded, and that's your beginning of a registration.
Okay.
In fact, the end of your registration.
I know we had a question about the cost of an expungement. Does it cost anything to register?
There's no cost to register. No cost at all.
Okay. And what about the cost of any other costs that may be incurred at the summit? Things like sealing of documents, or are there other costs that people should be prepared for if they don't qualify for a fee waiver?
The only other thing, if you have the Chicago arrest, then you will be paying for your disposition. Certified dispositions are $9 a case.
That's good to know.
Certified disposition, $9 a case. Yes.
That's good to know. And we do have another caller, I think, trying to come through. Caller? Oh, we need to turn up the volume on the call. We can't hear the call. We're having a little technical difficulty with the call. We can't really hear, and there's a little static. So let's get back to the Expungement Summit. And what's the time frame on registering? Is it open now? And what time can they register? All the way up till June? What is the day of the summit?
June 1st. No,
Okay.
They can't register all the way up because we have to have those documents and prepare those documents to bring it out to the summit. So it's going to be the week, and I'm sorry, I don't have a calendar, but the 24th of May, I think that's the date. That gives us an opportunity to prep all of those cases, the attorney to prep all of those cases and get those cases prepared for June 1st. Now, the one thing that I have not said is that we do have a max. Our limit is 500. 500. So the quicker you get your rap sheet, the quicker you can register and save your place.
Well, so let's say we hit the registration mark of 500. What happens to people who have not registered?
The people who have not registered can still come to the summit.
Oh, okay.
You still should come to the summit because there's some information that you can receive the day of the summit. There's several, we have 40 or 50 vendors that's there. Will offer you guys information that will help, can also maybe help you get a job, as well as you could come in and you can take your drug test. You can have if you don't have your rap sheet, we have a fingerprint company that's there who's taking your fingerprint, and to get your rap sheet, they'll mail it to you. There's a reduced fee on that as well. So there's other opportunities that you can have. You could talk to the Prisoner Review Board if there are some cases that cannot be sealed or expunged. The Prisoner Review Board there to offer you information as well.
All right, let's try this again and see if we have a caller that is coming through. Caller?
Hello, good afternoon. This is John calling from Chicago.
Yeah, you're going to have to speak up. The volume in here is very low, unfortunately, but if you could speak up, we'll try to hear the question.
Okay, my question is into three. One, I want to know when is the gate is going to open and when it's going to close. That is one. And two, can I come with my rap sheet if I cannot do online information?
Boy, can we?
So I think your question was, what time does it open and what time does it close? So the doors open at 8:30. It closes at 6 o'clock. But as I said, a lot of customers get there early because the earlier you get in line up, you get the earlier numbers, and then you can be seen quicker. But it is open until 6 o'clock. And I think your second question was, can you bring your rap sheet with you the day of the Expungement Summit? And I was explaining the new process. So we know the question, if we get 500 customers, when you come in at the day of the summit, we will have other opportunities for you all who come in who have not registered, but the thing is, please register. We want to make sure that we service everyone. So if you get your rap sheet, go online and register. And if you can't go online, we can talk about that as well, Mike.
Okay, well, let's hold that thought. We have another caller. Maybe if the volume was turned up, we'll be able to hear the caller. If we can turn up the volume, and caller, let's try this again.
Yes.
No?
I heard you say something about registering, and I don't have a computer, and I don't know how I can upload documents. Is there anybody that can help me?
That's a good question. Renee was just going to speak about somebody who didn't have a computer, so perfect segue.
Yes, thank you for that question, caller. Yes, there are, if you don't have a computer and you don't have a scanner, we have 3 locations that you can go in to get assistance in getting you registered. Those locations we have, I can give you the addresses and the name of those locations. North Lawndale Employment Network, that's located on 3936 West Roosevelt Road in Chicago, Illinois. Then we have Teamwork in Inglewood, that's on the south side, 815 West 63rd Street, Suite 2, Chicago, that's in Chicago. And the third location is TREAD, TREAD. And that's located on the south side, 11320 South Halsted Street in Chicago. Those are the locations that you can go in and they will assist you. They have the computers and scanner, and they will assist you in uploading your documents and completing your registration and printing out your confirmation.
Now, just for clarification, and I know it truly sounds, and I know that it is, it's like really a court date, and the attorneys that are there, are they free?
Oh, and that's one of the greatest thing about the Expungement Summit. We have volunteer attorneys that are providing legal advice for free. They're going to prepare your petition with no cost to you at all. And we're going to have several attorneys there. I don't know the number right now, but I'm expecting well over 100 attorneys to be there to assist with preparation of the petitions.
I know that Cabrini Green Legal has been our partner in this from the beginning.
From the beginning,
and
yes.
They are the ones that provide many of the attorneys, and
Yes.
but also other attorneys volunteer their time.
Oh, yes, we're looking for, the attorneys, and they can register, but it's all kind of attorneys that register to take the class that comes over there. All of those attorneys are not part of Cabrini Green Legal, but they're a volunteer attorney throughout Cook County.
Now, I know so the people will be able to, if they qualify, actually get their petition filed.
Get your petition filed.
What's the time frame then on getting the petition approved? That it actually is, my record will be expunged?
So that usually there's an objection period for anyone who files an expungement, and that's 60 days. 60 days. And it's going to be beyond those 60 days. We do have some dates set aside for participants from the Expungement Summit. Most of the districts in the clerk's office, they do not have to appear in court. There's 2 districts that you will be getting court dates on, and that's District 4 and District 6, that you'll receive court dates and you appear in court. And on that date, you will get your order granted or denied on that particular day.
Wow.
The other ones, the other locations, you will receive your petition, granted petition in the mail, and if there's an objection from the state's attorney, you'll receive a court date in the mail. So let's say beyond 60 days. 90 days is most likely what we're looking at, around 90 days after they file the petition.
Now the clerk,
For the summit only.
Clerk Dorothy Brown has been conducting this summit for 15 years, as you mentioned.
Yes.
But over that 15 years, actually, expungement laws have changed, and there are many more things now that qualify to be expunged than in the past.
Absolutely, Mike. That's a good question. The laws have changed. We are in a date and time now where most everything can be sealed. Maybe not expunged, but can be sealed. And the difference between expungement and sealing is expungement removes that record from any agencies, including the any arresting agencies. You actually get your record mailed back to you.
Okay.
Sealing is like a limited sealing. Schools, hospitals, and the law enforcement agencies will be able to view your record, but anybody else, employment, unless it's a school or hospital, would not be able to see your record. And there's all but four charges that can be sealed and are expunged. So
Wow.
that's good for the citizens.
Well, that's good to know, because actually some people who had come years ago,
Yeah.
actually now maybe something that wasn't able to be sealed some years ago now does qualify.
And we had a lot of customers that has come in the past that had gun charges, and those you were not able to have those sealed or expunged. But now with the new law, you can have those sealed.
That's great, Renee. Well, I know you're a big part of it, and Clerk Dorothy Brown obviously is a big part of it, and she's been running this for many years, and you guys have it down. This really is a great day for people to come out and get their legal record cleaned up so that they can move forward in their life.
Yes.
It's a great service that is provided. We're almost out of time, and I just want to repeat this. Second Chance Expungement Summit, our website, www.cookcountyclerkofcourt.org, or like our Facebook pages, Cook County Clerk of Court and Cook County Expungement Summit. You may also call for more information about the Expungement Summit. Call 312-603-5200 or 312-603-4641. Well, that's all the time that we have tonight. We hope we see you at the Expungement Summit. Thank you, Renee Banks. You were a great guest, giving us great information. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.